Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is a bit late, I know, sorry. Life things happened this week. I was going to do a video that was inspired by Adam Kay's new book, Dear NHS, but then on Monday, Naya Rivera's body was found. And having watched Glee since the start, I wanted to make a video about how Glee affected me growing up and specifically how Naya Rivera's character affected me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna, do a cover of one of her songs that she had sung on the show, and then I was like, oh, I don't really want to do that. It makes me a bit uncomfortable. So I just thought I'd talk. So I started watching Glee when it first came over to the UK in 2009 when I was 10 years old. Probably a bit too young to be watching it, but I loved it. It was my thing. I was a fan of Glee. Loved Glee so much. And I originally watched it season 1 to the start of season 4, and I was like, I don't like this anymore. Sorry about it. I stopped watching, and then back in 2014, 2015, maybe a bit later, at some point, I downloaded all the episodes, season 1 to 6 from Amazon, and watched them all, watched season 1 through 6. I also had, I think, 6 of their CDs. I had Glee Volume 1, Glee Volume 2, Glee Volume 3, which was Showstoppers. I had The Warblers, I had Madonna, and I had Rocky Horror. I had those 6 CDs, physical CDs. That was before streaming and everything was like a really big thing. I had them on my iPod, and I also had seasons 1 and 2 on DVD, I believe. I also went to see Glee live at the O2 when it came to London. Oh, it was so much fun. So much fun. Loved it. It really did mean a lot to me, and especially watching Brittany and Santana, Heather Morris and Naya Rivera's characters kind of discover their sexuality and find their sexuality, because on TV you tend to only see gay male characters, which is great. They need more representation, but you never really saw, or at least on the TV shows that I watched, you never really saw lesbian characters or bisexual characters, which, I don't know, I didn't really question it at the time because I was 10, 11, 12, so it just kind of was what it was. But, Glee was the first time I saw a lesbian character or a bisexual character, and I was like, you can like boys and girls? What? Sorry? You sure? And I just thought, at the time I was like, oh, I guess that's true. Maybe in America, but not here. You're gay. If you're gay or you're straight, that's what you are. And then I realised that I was bisexual. So, and I realised that literally from the line where Santana says, I love girls in the way that I'm meant to feel about boys. And I was like, I feel like that about girls, but also about boys. And then Brittany, who was the bisexual character, who eventually married Santana, was bisexual, and she was like, but I love you, Santana, but I also love Artie, a man, or a boy. And I was like, oh my god, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Thanks, Glee. And I just remember watching, I think it was the first episode with Gwyneth Paltrow as Holly Holiday. The most ridiculous name for a character. Holly Holiday. Okay. I think they sang Landslide together. And it was Gwyneth Paltrow, Naya Rivera and Heather Morris singing Landslide. And I was like, oh wow. This is so good. And that is the one performance that really sticks out to me, I think. And then when Naya sang Songbird as well to Brittany, and I was like, I'm actually getting a bit emotional now, just thinking about it. So Glee had a big effect on me, especially Naya and Heather's characters. I remember when Corey Monteith died in 2013. It was the first kind of celebrity death where I really knew who the person was, if that makes sense. Like, Michael Jackson had died and I obviously knew who Michael Jackson was, but I was never really like a big fan. I knew a couple of the songs, but I wasn't kind of like big Michael Jackson fan, if that makes sense. You know, it was sad, but it didn't really affect me. And Amy Winehouse had died. Again, didn't really affect me. I knew it was sad, but it didn't really affect me. So I think Corey Monteith was the first celebrity death that really hit me, because it was so unexpected and I had been such a big fan of Glee for so long. It really hit me quite hard, actually, in a way that I'd never expected anything to really affect me. And I remember I saw it on Twitter like first thing in the morning and I was like, oh my god, Finn's dead. And then I remember my dad came into my room and he was like, Corey Monteith's dead. And I was like, I know. It was so shocking and it was so sad because he was so talented. And then last week, as I'm filming this obviously, and when this is going out, the news came out that Naya Rivera was missing on a boat and she had left her son on the boat. And I was obviously hoping that she would be found alive and safe and well, but also knowing that she probably wouldn't be, especially as the days went on when they were searching for her. I was like, this isn't going to end happily. It was really sad. When I found out that her body had been found, I cried. And even though it wasn't necessarily a shock, it was still really sad. And because she had such an effect on me, and I'm sure a lot of other people, I didn't want to talk about it for a long time. And I've sat down to film this video like 5 different times, and there was one time where I had written a bit of a script and I was like, this feels weird. I just want to actually talk about what I'm feeling. I don't want to be reading from a script. And there was one time where I just got really upset and I just started crying. I was like, oh, I can't use this footage. I just think Glee was very groundbreaking for its time and it was very flawed. I'm not going to say Glee was perfect. Glee was a perfect show, because it definitely wasn't. And I think if it came out now, it would be very weird and people would be like, what the hell is this? But at the time, it was showing the fact that people aren't all the same. People aren't all straight and follow this exact path. It was just so fresh at the time. I mean, it was definitely my first kind of TV showing of, you know, so many different types of people, and I think it was just, for me anyway, it definitely changed the way that I acted. And it was like watching theatre kids on TV do theatre kids things, and I was like, that's me. That's me. I like to sing, and I like to sing show tunes and pop songs, and how cool is that this is on TV? I mean, we don't need to talk about the later seasons because they were chaotic, but definitely the first couple of seasons. And like I said, I had all the CDs, I knew like all the words. I learnt Don't Rain on My Parade, so I can sing Don't Rain on My Parade. I sang Defying Gravity, but the Glee version, at my Leavers Assembly in year 6 when I was 11, because I was like, but Rachel Berry sang that, so I can sing it. I probably couldn't, but I thought I could. You know, it was the first time that I ever heard any Les Mis songs, and now Les Mis is one of my favourite musicals. It was the first time that I ever really kind of learnt a lot of musicals that I now love. I know that it changed my life massively, and it was the first time that I saw bisexuality shown on TV, for me anyway, because obviously I was still watching like Disney Channel, and I was like, that's me. That's me on telly. I just think it's so sad that there are so many people that Naya Rivera helped to find their sexuality, who they were. Now she's gone, and she died trying to save her son, and I think that's so heartbreaking. I'm gonna have to stop recording in a minute because I'm gonna have a cry. I think what I'm trying to say is Glee, and specifically Naya Rivera and Heather Morris's characters, changed my life and helped me realise who I was, and I will never they're never gonna know. And I think it's not just me, it's so many people. I just want to say thank you, I guess, and I hope that wherever Naya Rivera is and wherever Corey Monteith is, whatever they believed in, whatever you believe in, I hope that they are happy and together again. And I hope that Naya Rivera's family have a really good support system, and that they are able to realise what a good thing their daughter was able to do and their mother was able to do, because she did some amazing things, and she was so talented, so talented. Some of the best Glee performances are hers. Let's be honest, they are. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop recording because I need to go and have a cry. But thank you, Naya Rivera and Heather Morris. If you want to, leave a like, subscribe and comment. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which is just Cicely Amelia, the same name as my channel name. And I will be back with another video, hopefully next Saturday, but if not, at some point next week. Yeah, just stay safe. Please wear a mask when you go out, please. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.